Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Gold Crest Valley. And like I mentioned last episode, we're going to be making some bales here. And of course, with the Kuhn DLC coming out, we're hopefully going to be using the Kuhn DLC to do that. So let's address this guy's issue here first a moment. And looking at the price for some of this equipment here, I realized I'm going to need a little bit more money, so that's why we got the truck there selling a load of sunflowers. So anyway, we're going to get started here. First piece of equipment, and this is the one that got me on the price tag. $102,000 for the merger. So we're going to go ahead and get that. That is what, 9.1 meters. Not as big as our current one, but we're going to give it a try anyway. So we'll go ahead and select that. Interesting. This can be used with the SB 1000 and the ACO 1100. Not exactly sure what those are. There is a tedder as well, I believe. Yes, the Kuhn tedder here, I believe, is part of the Kuhn pack. We don't need any tedder here this time around, so we're not going to get that. Mowers. Yes, we got the little Kuhn side mower there. Again, not going to use that. We got the grass mowed already. But under baling technology, we're going to need a couple pieces of equipment here. And we're going to start off with the square baler. So the Kuhn LSB 1290. Kind of sounds like the New Holland here. You got the big baler 1290. And what is the case? Oh, I guess I don't have a case one. We also have the big baler 340 here. That's the American style of the New Holland baler there. American colors on anyway. Okay, so we'll go ahead and buy that baler. And at the moment, I just have two tractors up here. So like I said, this will be good to get us started. And we'll have to come back and get our wrapper here. This is the Kuhn square bale wrapper. So hopefully we're going to be making silage bales. At least hopefully that's what it makes anyway. Yeah, so they can ferment into silage. Okay. Let's just check these out here in a moment. Kind of an interesting shape to these balers, I will have to say. You know, when you look at, say, the New Holland baler here, for example, kind of the curved look to it. Or just got a little bit more of, I would say, a boxy look to it, I guess, maybe. What are you stuck on again? Oh, just having trouble getting up there. Okay. Probably should turn the four-wheel drive on for that. That might help them a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the wrapper here then a moment. Seeing as how we have the money now. Foil color. Interesting. So we can actually choose the foil color. Oh, only 4 colors to choose from, though. I'm going to go with the green. I kind of like the a little bit lighter green color like that. I wonder if that's something they've added then for the other wrappers as well. Nope, the Ursus does not have it. I think that's the only other wrapper I have, I believe. Other than the modded ones, anyway. But yeah, that one does not have it either. So interesting. You can actually choose the foil color there. Well, anyway, enough of looking at this equipment. Let's get going with it here. And I think we'll probably throw the Fendt here on the merger. And we'll throw the New Holland T8 there on the baler. I don't know, for some reason this Fendt actually looks a little small in front of this merger here. Oh, and you know what? No sense making 2 trips here. We can hopefully get Follow Me to take the baler. And like I said, of course, we'll have to come back for the wrapper here. Actually, I'll have to get another tractor here to pull the wrapper. Oh, what kind of horsepower requirements were we looking at? Does not say. Okay. Okay, he can follow us here, hopefully. Seems like that doesn't end up well sometimes, but we'll give it a try here. And yes, this kind of sort of is technically a downgrade probably from what our current windrower is. However, I'm not sure about this particular one. We actually might be able to windrow wider. We'll have to find out here. And what I mean by windrow in a wider, it actually might do it all out to one side. And yes, while it'll take 2 passes, technically it will be a wider windrow. Like I said, we'll have to see how that's going to work. Thinking we'll probably just go with the middle option, at least if we can anyway. I'm assuming we can do that. Oh, the New Holland's keeping up right behind us. Good sign. Oh, I wonder what we used courseplay for last on this. Whoa. I'm getting rear-ended there. Just pull him out of the way here for the moment while we get the merger set up. But yes, looks like we were using courseplay to probably, I don't know, either windrow or bale or something on this field last. Not sure what it was, but we were using courseplay on this field for something last. Say it looks quite impressive here, folded out. Okay, so I'm assuming we probably have some options here for it. What do we got? Work mode left. Work mode right. Work mode middle. Okay, so yep, that'll raise up the middle. Thinking that's going to be the one we're going to go with here. Oh, we actually have the option to hire a worker as well. Interesting. I wonder how that actually works. I don't actually really want to find out because then I can't use courseplay, so I think we'll go with the work mode middle. And we'll get courseplay set up here. So field 29 meters. I believe that's actually what it is. Yes, we'll go with 9 meters there. Starting corner will be the southwest. And we'll go north. We'll go with no headlands, I guess. We'll see how that goes. I probably really should do some headlands. But then typically courseplay likes to miss stuff. So if you don't do headlands, then courseplay shouldn't miss anything. Okay, time to start the first waypoint, and we'll see what happens here. Actually, I might have to move him. He might not be able to get to that first waypoint. Yeah, he's just going to go in circles. Oh, I see it's got a steering on the back. Interesting. Okay, there we go. Very nice looking on the animation there, I will have to say. Yeah, it's very nice. And for those who remember Oklahoma, we had a merger somewhat similar to this. Unfortunately, it didn't work real well with courseplay. The merge to the middle function was, yeah, just did not work. Okay, let's grab another tractor here. Let's see what do we have. Pretty much mostly big tractors. Yeah, at this point, I really could like sell the Vulture there and get another nice large tractor. That would be great. Because, yes, I do have the case here, but he's got dual wheels on him. And, well, I guess that would work. I guess we'll go with the Vulture. That should be large enough here to pull the wrapper, hopefully. And we also have the combine there. He was working on one of the fields. Field 15 looks like. Must have finished, so we'll have to get him moved on to the next field. Also, I went ahead and, since last episode, harvested the canola and sold it. We definitely made a pretty good profit there off the 3 fields of canola. I think it was like a trailer and a half of canola we got between those 3 fields. So not like a lot, but the high price definitely helped a lot. So we made pretty good money off that. And yeah, so far the saving up to buy Field 5 is not going so well. I was hoping to be able to probably buy Field 5 this time around here, but doesn't look like that's going to happen quite yet. We kind of spent all our money here on the Kuhn DLC equipment, so like I said, wasn't quite anticipating the merger costing that much. The baler I figured would be right around 100 grand. And the wrapper, I figured, yeah, it'd be right around 50, and that's exactly about what they were, so just did not anticipate the merger being 100 grand. And that is something, by the way, I'll have to say, I have not seen very many of those type of windrowers, rakes around. Much, much more common to see the wheel rakes. And given the price tag on it, which I'm assuming is somewhat realistic, I'm assuming, you know, real life, the $100,000 price range is probably about right. No wonder why farmers are not buying the mergers when they cost that much. And I'm not exactly sure what the benefit of a merger is over, say, other style of rakes and windrowers. Like I said, most common to see the wheel rakes. And then, of course, in the game here, you have these style of windrowers. Also, I'm going to have to get some fuel here for that Fent. It's going to be getting kind of annoying looking at that message all the time. Oh, and one thing I'll mention about the Kuhn DLC as well. I noticed when I started the save game here, it acts like a mod that you have to activate. So, just like any mod you have to activate, you need to activate the DLC when you start the save game. Wasn't quite expecting that. Good thing it was at the top of the list, otherwise I would have missed that. And probably wondered why the Kuhn DLC was not working. So, like I said, just like you would with a mod, you need to make sure you activate it. Okay, and I don't believe I saved this course, so we're going to save this here a moment. This is field 20, 9-meter course. Okay, there we go. And the reason we're saving like that, so we can load this up on the baler and use the exact same course for the baler. And for those who've been watching for a while, you know, previously it was the 14-meter course. Obviously for the larger windrower we had there. So like I said, technically a downgrade for what we previously had, at least size-wise, at least the way we're using it anyway. Like I said, if we use it to the left or the right function, then we can probably almost get 20 meters to a windrow. Okay, so first waypoint. Let's actually probably back them up just a little more yet. Field work mode. And drive the course. Let's actually just ride around here and check this baler out here for a moment. I'm not expecting anything, you know, particularly spectacular here. It looks like it's going to look just like the in-game balers, so just a different brand. And of course, this time we are producing square bales here on Gold Crest, as opposed to the round bales we were wrapping before. Obvious benefit here of square bales over the round bales is you can just keep on moving while the square bales just drop off the back. Whereas the round bales, you always got to stop and wait for them to unload. Now with the Kuhn DLC here, there is another baler in here. For those who remember the Crone Ultima, I'm assuming this is the same style of baler right here. And wow, it's actually more expensive than the square baler here. That is one expensive round baler. And yeah, for those who are not familiar with the Kuhn Ultima, it was basically a continuous round baler. So meaning it could unload on the go, and it also wrapped the bales as well. So kind of like a square baler where you can just keep on going. You could just keep on going with the round baler. And it's quite the turn there. Wow. Well, let's grab the wrapper here and see how that works. It's quite the fold out here. Let me get rid of this courseplay course here a moment. And for the moment, we'll just load up the 9-meter course. Actually, you know what? For the moment, I'm actually going to just start him here. See what he does. In the past, I have not actually had to set any offsets with the equipment, so just tell him to start at the first waypoint here. We'll fold it back up for him a moment. So I'm not sure. Oh, it does not look like I'm going to have to set an offset. Nice. So yeah, for those of you maybe get a little confused by setting up courseplay for some of the more advanced options like offsets and stuff, it seems like courseplay takes care of that automatically now for the most part. So we have what, 2.5. It looks like that'll be probably about right. Hopefully he stops here. Otherwise that's going to be a problem. No, he is not going to stop. Yep. So that's going to be a problem for courseplay here. Oh, start automatic bale unload. Okay, nice. They added the automatic bale unload feature here to the square bale wrapper. And let me just get rid of courseplay here so we can see. So it looks like this is going to be one slight disadvantage of the square bale wrapper here for the moment. Courseplay doesn't obviously quite understand how to use it from the looks of it. I would imagine that will probably change here in the future once courseplay updates. And by the way, we should get the same amount of bales. We should get the same amount of bales because the round bales and square bales are about the same size. Or same quantity, I should say. 4,000 liters each. Oh, and I don't know if you folks can hear that or not, but that's a pretty cool sound of it cutting the film there. Next time around here, we'll have to see once maybe if the we can purchase the round baler and give that a try. Also, I could probably actually get the case tractor here to work with this wrapper. I was a little concerned about that with the round bale wrapper. With the round bale wrapper, there obviously got to be a little bit closer to the bales, so having a tractor with duals on it obviously does not work quite so well. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, what in the world? Didn't want to recognize that bale. Okay, and while that's wrapping, let's take care of the combine here a moment. We'll just move him to the next field. Okay, anybody notice? I noticed a slight bug there. We can still hear the wrapping sound even though we tabbed away from the tractor and the wrapper there. That's a little bit annoying. And we'll just stop you there. That was all the sunflowers, I believe, from field 26 we sold. Okay, and you know what? I've been saying this for a while. Let's go ahead and buy the fuel trailer here. I'm assuming we have to probably fill this up first. Yeah, color's fine. We'll just leave it as default. Don't particularly care. And let's go fix the fence problem here. Like I said, getting kind of annoying looking at that all the time. And I probably have a few other vehicles around here that need fuel as well. Hopefully this truck will pull it here. The upgraded version of this truck definitely makes a big difference here for the truck. Okay, and we'll read some comments here a moment. Alex was asking how many green bales was there. So asking on field 20 there. That was, I believe, 4.5 trailer loads of green bales we get off that field. Now, it'll be interesting to see, like I said, how many square bales. They are technically the same quantity, so should be roughly the same number. The only disadvantage here, maybe the trailer doesn't hold as many square bales as it does round bales. We'll have to see once. I'm not sure on that. John was saying the Kuhn DLC is good on the baler side. There are options for the wrap, color for the wrap. So yes, we're just pointing that out there a few moments ago. He did say, though, he found out he had his selected as black for the wrap color. And when he reloaded the save game, the bales turned pink on him. So, okay, that might be a bit interesting if that happens. Actually, you know what? I probably should have stopped by the fuel station in town there. Oh, well. So used to going up to this fuel station up here all the time. Not that I've been up here that often, like maybe half a dozen times at the most. Fuel on the tractors in this game definitely lasts quite a while, so... Jordan was asking where to get the Rattlesnake Valley map. You can get that off the Farming Simulator mod hub. Jacob was saying you have to pay to keep the grain at the train station. Actually did not realize that you actually had to pay to keep it there. That would kind of make sense. Lightning Gaming was saying, gotta love those Lily Junos. Yes, I don't know, like I said, folks, I don't know what's up with them. I didn't used to have any issues with them until recently here. So something definitely is not working right with them. I don't know what, but... Whoa. Ernie was saying, good video, and what do you record with? I use OBS Studio to record with. And we'll wait for the vent to refuel here. Courseplay, by the way, will automatically refuel if it is near a fuel trigger. So in this case, the tank here. Justin Belgian Gamer was saying, cool video. Matsy Farmer was asking, what video editor do I use? I use Cyberlink Power Director typically. Yeah, so looks like we got a nice number of square bales there. And I'm not sure how many square bales our trailer holds there. Currently the Big Daddy trailer. Okay, we'll just park this back here for now. Like I said, not sure how often we're going to be needing it, but at least we got fuel up by the farm here now, rather than having to go up to the fuel station all the time. Miles was saying, good farming. Cole's asking, can anyone tell me the link for the Farming Simulator 2015 Kinsey grain cart that works with courseplay? I believe you can get that off American Eagle Modding. I'm not sure if any other modding sites still have it yet, but I'm pretty sure American Eagle Modding does. Possibly the American Style Modding site as well might have it. Anyway, on that note, I think we'll wrap up the video here. Looks like I've got a few bales to wrap. And yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to get courseplay to do it for me. So, yeah, so it's going to be a lot of bales to wrap. Oh, wow. Anyway, like I said, we'll wrap up the video here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.